Hey guys, it's Kara
and Jenna,
and today we finally are going to talk about our viewing room. We finally got it done.
Yay!
So we're going to go around the room and talk about each of the places? I don't know.
Sure.
Like areas of our viewing room. And if you didn't know, last year I moved again. I feel like I moved a lot. But we moved to 1488 in Conroe. And so I have a place in our home that you can come and see your pictures live and in person, big on the screen. And so we're going to talk about all the things that you can do in here.
So we can start behind us. Over here we have kind of examples of the different types of wall art that we offer. There's a framed canvas,
yes,
an acrylic, a canvas,
and a framed print.
There we go.
So they're all the same picture.
Yes.
So a lot of people they don't know what to do once they come in, because obviously you have tons of digitals in your gallery, so they're like, this is my favorite picture. What should we do? And each of your homes is different. Maybe you have a contemporary house or a traditional house, and so this is a great way to say, here's the picture all in the same.
Yeah. And it's a good way to see what each of the different mediums looks like in person. So you'll see that in some of them the color might look slightly different, or maybe one feels a little richer, just depending on the material that was used. So that's these examples over here.
Yes. And they're all 11 by 14.
Yes.
Which is, to us, super small.
Yes.
But to a
they're
lot
just
of people,
examples.
Yes, a lot of people, they're like, well, that's as big as we're going to go.
Yeah.
But at least this way you can see, like, it's a normal size wall. 11 by 14s don't take up a lot of room, especially framed or in a canvas. So it gives you an example.
And you can take these off the wall and feel them and see them and, really understand what you'll be getting. So, yeah.
So then you move along.
Yes, and this is one of our wall groupings. This is, I think it's a 20 by 30 in the center.
Yes.
With 4 11 by 14s.
Framed.
Framed. And we chose to do 2 different frame options here, which you can also choose to do. That's one of our products that we offer is groupings. And we have, I don't know, I think 4 or 6 different groupings.
Yeah. This is one of our most popular, actually.
Yes, and you can get groupings in any of these formats. So you could get acrylics, you could get canvases, or frame prints, whatever you want. So, yeah.
And this is great, too, because you can see the middle one doesn't have acrylic on it, but the outside edges do have acrylic, and the outside ones are matted. Actually, they're all matted.
Well, the center one is a digital matte, so it's not actually a second layer placed on top of the photo. It's just a white border around the photo. And then the 2 on either side have actual mattes that are a different height than the photo. They're actually something laid on top of it. So that gives you kind of a few of your different options that you can get, and you can see them in person.
Yeah. So another reason to come in.
Yeah. And then if you're doing frames, we have a giant box full of frames that you can choose from, or you can tell us, I know I want something black. We can show you all the black options, or, whatever you think will work in your home. Or if you want to look at them all.
Yeah. We can drag them all up.
Yeah.
Because we have a ton. So
yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But yes, so this is a grouping. And another good thing about groupings is you can break them up. So grandma can have one 11 by 14, aunt can have one. So it's a good bang for your buck.
Yeah, and say you wanted to get this one and you wanted to split it up, talk to us about how to hang it, because we can give you some suggestions on if you want to get rid of 2 of the 11 by 14s, give those away, but you also want to keep 2 of those and keep a grouping with this. We can give you some options on how to make that into a grouping and what that could look like. So Yeah, lots of different options.
Yep. So that's one grouping. Do you want to go that way and talk about grouping? Because we do have one there. Or we can go this way.
Let's go this way.
Okay. We're going this way. All right. So this wall, we have a fireplace, which FYI, we keep everything kind of flexible in this room because it all comes down during the fall. So if you notice, our fireplace is movable.
Yes, it might be on a different wall at some point.
Yes, because during Santa, the fireplace was not on this wall.
Yeah.
So we do have a fireplace. Jenna's dad built our fireplace for Santa. So it's beautiful. And right now we have just a print leaning up against it. A framed print.
Yeah.
That's a collage.
Yep.
But we do have on order a very large grouping that will be going up there. So
yeah,
still in progress.
Yes, yeah. We've had a lot of choices to make, and sometimes we're not that good at making choices.
No. Choices are not one of our strong suits. So, but yeah, so you'll see this is a really large wall, and you can put tons of things up there.
Yep.
But grouping will be headed up there soon.
Yes.
But if you see on our stories and stuff, a lot of times I do headshots in this room. And so fireplaces are typically in the background of the headshot. So
yes,
that's on this wall.
Yes.
All right, and then we're going this way.
Yes. Over here we have our TV where you can see your images when you come in. And flanked on either side of it are two canvases. I believe those are
16 by 24s?
Maybe. They might be 20 by 24s.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's too far away.
We clearly remember things well.
Anyway, regular canvases.
Yep. And so when you come in to view your images, you'll probably sit here and you'll look at the TV, and we'll have some options for you to choose from for whatever product you might want to choose.
Yeah, and FYI, if we haven't talked about it enough, when you view things in here, you do a slideshow, and then you go through all of your gallery. We go through and we say, you're going to basically do a stoplight system. Red, we hate it. Yellow, not sure. Green, we love it. And that allows you to kind of narrow things down because you'll have probably a lot. And it's just a better way for me to kind of get to know you, as well as for you to narrow things down. A lot of photographers do things just, they give it to you online and you're kind of left to your own devices. I like to be a part of that so I can kind of help you through the process, as well as help you kind of pick out what you want as product-wise. I just feel like it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Well, and if we can talk through it and kind of figure out what you need, what you don't want, all of that good stuff, it usually helps. I mean, I get it. It's hard to make decisions. But if I can kind of help you through that process, it typically is easier. And I really appreciate when people, all the decision makers are there, because some people, sometimes the husband's not there, the wife's not there, and it makes it definitely harder. So everybody needs to be together, and then we can make the decision and get things going. So, but that's kind of the process. And then once we get the decision done, it's usually kind of a quick process once I can get things ordered. And then, so that's the viewing room. We just see it up on a TV and get it going. So that's this area, and then we're moving to the right.
And in the corner over here, we have an acrylic, a big, I think it's a 40 by 60.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and it's got puppies in it, so you know we love it. And then just a ton of different products to choose from. Albums in all different sizes, acrylics. Right now there's an example of a framed canvas over there.
All the brag books, the favorite albums.
Some of our Tippy Toes products.
So that's kind of the place where everybody goes to get their, like, oh, what's this? What's that? And then I can go over and grab stuff too. So it's kind of the go-to place. So, and then there's a hit. Did you do that?
I didn't show our our dirty little secret over there.
That soon will be, well, maybe not soon, but someday will be our beverage center with all of our goodies. But right now it just houses all of the frames and the extra stuff, especially for Santa. But yeah, it's got a lot of stuff right over there.
Yeah.
But there is a little corner over there.
So we have one more grouping over there. It's probably our smallest grouping, but it's a really good one for gifting. It's 3 8x10s. Those are frame prints. So
you could get it in anything, acrylic.
Yeah, you could get it in anything, but that's what this one is. And this one has acrylic over the photo. So,
yeah, and it's great. So if you have, just like that, if you have a little tiny place, you can just do 3 3 frame prints or 3 canvases or 3 whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get that for like, oh, well, grandma needs one, and I don't know, I need one, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think we've mentioned that groupings have a discount on them. So it is cheaper to buy a grouping than it is to buy all of them individually. So if you are looking for a gift, those are a great option to split between gifts and yourself. So, yeah.
So that's the new viewing room. Again, we're out, the studio in my home is out in Conroe on 1488. And it's really great to see you guys come out and view your pictures. And I love seeing you guys here because it's really, I love to see which pictures you pick because it's always a surprise to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it gets you guys your order done fast and all of that good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the viewing room. I can't wait to see you here, and I think that's it.
Yeah.